Good morning. You have reached our mandala universes where we get together every day and we draw mandalas. I use watercolors. Yeah, I just changed my setup back to my old setup and now I'm confused. Anyhow, mandala is the Sanskrit word for circle. And we always begin with a circle as the container for our universe, for what we are feeling inside and outside in any given moment. This moment, actually, this moment right here. It's pretty amazing. We've been doing this for 5 years in running. And yeah, everything is pretty unique. Everyone's got their own style, their own way of doing things. I started off using colored pencils. Then I started using watercolor pencils. And then I started adding a little water to it. And then right now, I am mostly using watercolors, painting them with a paintbrush. Yeah, it's been fun. Well, it's Tuesday morning, and it seems like there might be 2 people here, but I don't see anybody. No one's chatting yet. And as far as I know, I cannot see who's here. Oh, yes, I can. Elaine is here. Ms. M is here. Awesome. Amy's here. Everyone's rolling in all of a sudden. I love it. Look at how I'm holding my mug so weird. Yeah. All right, there we go. There's some chatting. Ms. M says, good morning, Michelina and Squeaky Louie. Amy says, you can see who's here. It must be a computer thing. It's under the 3 dots at the top of the chat. You can switch what information you're getting. Yeah, poor Lou Dogs. I think I've talked about this before. He's having these congestion issues, and it's kind of moved from his chest to his head. And to hear a dog just drowning in congestion is really unsettling. And all night long, it's like having a really, really sick baby or something. Not that I would know that from firsthand experience, but I can only imagine. And he's been to an acupuncturist. He's been to a naturopathic vet. He's been to an allopathic vet. We've tried traditional Chinese medicine and prescription drugs and over-the-counter nasal spray. And nothing is helping. There's no infection. No one has an explanation. I just know that my poor dog is like so having a hard time to breathe. It's really, really difficult to watch. It's not congestive heart failure. Yeah. Poor Lou Dogs indeed. So I'm checking in a little bit, frustrated that we can't find a solution, anxious that, we can't find a solution yet. And also, surprisingly not exhausted for the amount of sleep that I got. My sleep has been so erratic and crazy lately. But I'm feeling good and I'm excited to go swimming later. Ms. M says, that's really hard to listen to and not be able to help. Yeah, that's probably the hardest part, is just trying a million things and the poor guy's just suffering. And Amy says, yeah, it's really hard for you too. You imagine correctly. So that's my check-in. How are you all this morning? What is present in you right now? What is your emotional state, your inner state? Oh, I missed yesterday, didn't I? Today is August 26th. I'm just jumping ahead and dating my stuff. And for those watching later, my name's Michelina. I live in San Francisco, California. And we have shared leadership. So every day, someone different leads. And we're from all over. Many different time zones, all over. I'm really enjoying my chai this morning. I just got back from a walk with the dog, and I love San Francisco summers where they start off kind of super socked in and fog, and then slowly over the day it starts to burn off and we get sun in the afternoon where I am. But it definitely some days makes it hard to get up and get out of bed because you're kind of in twilight light for the whole morning. You're in like twilight, dusk kind of lighting, and that's my favorite time to sleep. That is, my body responds to that light and is like, oh, let's sleep now. Once it's fully dark, my body's like, woohoo, let's party like a night owl. But yeah, dusk and dawn, those are my favorite times to sleep. Wow, Ms. M, 2 parts overwhelm and 3 parts boss bitch. Wow, good on ya, Ms. M. I'm hoping that the boss bitch part is coming into play where you have to work with systems. And those systems are designed to be inaccessible and defeat people. And you're not going to let that happen. I love that. Ms. M says, just keep going. Yeah, just keep going. That is, yeah. Even if it's just a tiny step, just keep going. Amy is checking in concerned. Elaine, you haven't given us a chicken check-in in a while. I would love to know how your chicks are doing, or how your ladies, your hens. Kathy is checking in not great. Yeah. Based on what everyone is saying this morning, we might do a different kind of grounding today. Good morning, Cheryl. Glad you're here. We're just doing check-ins. And oh, you can see that because I love that you can see the whole chat. No matter what time you get here, that the whole conversation that transpired before your arrival is there to read. I love that. Whenever I pop in like a few minutes behind the hour, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on. All right, so we've got concerned and anxious and overwhelm and boss bitch. Not great. So how about we do some grounding with the intention of shaking off energy just to clean the slate. We don't have to make it complicated. Let's keep it simple. We're just gonna, it's like a shower, like an energetic shower. So I'm gonna stand up for this, and I'm gonna actually, for accessibility reasons, I have a chair here. Okay. And let's see, maybe I will take off my coat. That'll make it easier to see what's happening here. Okay. So we are gonna take some deep breaths. And really notice how you're feeling. When I start to take deep breaths, I really notice I'm anxious. I'm scared. I'm scared for Louis. When he can't breathe, it scares me. And I'm frustrated that no one has an answer yet. Yeah. So feel into your feeling, even if it's uncomfortable. Just feel it, because we are gonna try to help it move on through. Okay. So taking a deep breath, just start to shake one of your arms. This is my right arm, but I think it might look like my left arm to you. And I'm just shaking it out. And I'm imagining that the energy is just like a wet dog spraying water, right? Like, all that is just shaking off. I'm going to switch to my other arm. And always honor your body. Don't do anything that is not in your capacity or that puts your joints at risk, but just do it in your own way. I'm going to start shaking both of my arms, and that moves my chest a little. I'm just imagining all that anxiety just like shaking off me like water off a wet dog. I can kind of throw my head in the mix, be gentle with your neck. And then I'm going to hold my chair, and I'm going to shake a leg. Oops, I'm going to kick my slipper somewhere. Shaking it off. Oh, just shaking out the energy. This is what gazelles do after being chased by lions. And then I'm going to switch over, shake out my other leg. Oh, God, Lewis. Somebody had to walk right in front of my foot. Okay. Shaking a leg. Shaking. And then I'm going to shake my hips and my rear end and my whole spine. My face. Oh, face shake is good, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to encourage everybody to do some of that. Just shake. Alrighty. If it feels good to you, you can start to come into stillness. And just notice the change in your energy. Maybe that ruffled things for you, and you need to shake a little more and really just be like, I'm shaking this off and out. Maybe it did get rid of some things for you, and you can feel there's a difference in your stillness. Maybe it energized you, so it just brought in like a different energy. Something else is in the front right now. And that can be good too. Alrighty. Thank you for doing that with me. Sometimes it's just, sometimes it's not even our energy, right? It's someone else's tension that we're picking up on, or my God, in 2025, it's the collective fear and dread and anxiety and anger, and just we need to just gazelle that stuff off. So thank you for giving that a try. I explained earlier what we do and who we are, but we start with a circle, and I usually start at the top and continue drawing the circle on one full breath. Inhale, exhale. Some people like to go around and around and around and around and around, which can feel very good. That can be another form of kind of shaking in a way, right? Like just woo, woo, woo. Letting that energy move. Oh, Kathy says, that felt great, Michelina. Thank you. Yay. Shake it, Louie. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Oh, I don't have a reading. And that's when this little book comes in handy. This is Eileen Caddy from The Dawn of Change. Live and work, but do not forget to play, to have fun in life, and really enjoy it. Live and work, but do not forget to play, to have fun in life, and really enjoy it. And then on the opposite page, be open to your happiness and sadness as they arise. Be open to your happiness and sadness as they arise. And that is by John and Lynn St. Clair Thomas, Eyes of the Beholder. And I can reread and post both of those. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling more space for joy right now than I was when we started. In your personal color vocabulary, what would you go to put joy onto the page? I'm curious. Elaine says, I was shaking my arms while driving. Trickier with the legs. Definitely, Elaine. Yes, and I leave it up to you all to take care of yourselves. Okay, strangely, I went to a color that I would not necessarily associate with joy. Susanna is here. Good evening, Susanna. We are thrilled that you're here. We just finished shaking our bodies to try to take a little energy shower. Change things up. Yes, Amy's asking a great question. Susanna, how are you and how is your mom? How is your family holding up? You know what, Cheryl? Louis, not when he's coughing, but when he's just breathing, it just reminded me of Grace and her dragon breath, dragon breathing. Which I was always amazed that a little cat could have such audible breathing sounds. Okay. Susanna says, her mom is still unwell. I'm sad because I cannot be near her due to work. Oh, I'm so sorry, Susanna. But she's got many loved ones around her. I'm so sorry, Susanna. And I know that another mother figure passed recently for you. It's we're at that phase in life, right? Where people are, our elders are passing on. Where our elders are passing on. Oof. Not easy. Not easy. Susanna saying hi, Mazem. And Cheryl says Louis has inherited the dragon crown. Amy says, so sorry, Susanna. Happy to hear she is surrounded by loved ones. And Cheryl is sending you big, hugging hearts, hugging love, Susanna. Yeah. And I just want you to know it's okay to feel all the feelings about it. And part of those feelings could be that, you know what, it's not fair that work, that I can't go see her. It's not fair. I think of that when that happens here. Here in the United States, we do not have good, most of us do not have good work rules and allotments for like personal illness, family needs, and like bereavement and, you know, parental care, all that stuff. Most of us would be in the same shoes as you. To me, that's just inhumane. Well, mine came kind of fast and was real easy. It was just this squiggle of joy. In what I would consider a color I would normally use for calm, or maybe fear. And a color that I would use for stress, high energy activation, but here it is, a squiggle of joy. Susanna says, thanks, my sisters. Family is everything to me, but I must work. The hospital bills are on me. Yeah. When I talk about our lack of protections, Susanna, I imagine that it's probably even harder where you are. Ooh, I just made some cool water patterns by dabbing just water in on what I did already. It's 26 past. Has anything arisen for you this morning? Look at these. I can't figure it out, but I can't wait for certain parts of my hair to grow out from when I had shaved both sides of my head. This side is like in this just terrible grow out period. Yeah. Suzanne, I'm definitely holding you in our hearts, sending you lots of love and emotional support. Amy says, mine also came quickly. A pink outburst of joy tinged with gold. Mine's a little runny, but I'm going to try to lift that up. This one. Oop, nope. I cannot get the fucking backwards thing. This one. Ooh, runny, runny, runny. Oh, that's fun. I can chase it around the squiggle. That is fun. Yeah, the sky here is just a solid pale gray. And I am going to head to the pool and work it out. I just started a home physical therapy / yoga program to try to get my shoulder feeling better. Susanna says, the organization structuring is coming up great. If anyone wishes to sit on our advisory board, you can let me know. So I'm a little bit out of the loop, but for those who don't know, Susanna has a nonprofit organization that is helping women and girls in rural Africa to attain their education and learn modern practices of agriculture so that they can grow food, raise animals, do things that support themselves, and also generate some income for their community to, have like clean water, wells, and all kinds of good things. All kinds of good things. So, yes, if anybody feels like being on a board of directors or an advisory board, get in touch with Susanna. And if you need to know how to get in touch with Susanna, you can direct message us over on Instagram at our Mandala Universes. Or Susanna, if you want to put your, not your contact information, but maybe your Instagram handle in the chat here. That way people could find you there. I don't know if there's that aspect of social media on YouTube. Can you message people here? I don't even know. It is 8:30, my friends. 8:30. Where I am. So it's 30 past the hour wherever you are. And it has been really wonderful. Oh, happy birthday to Pamela's mom. Yep. Happy birthday to Pamela's mom, who turned 90 today. Yay! And I love you all, and I hope that you have a good day ahead of you. And hugs and much kisses. Susanna says, that's my mail. So yes, if you want to reach out to Susanna about her nonprofit, you can reach her through Instagram. I think you can find her under this name on Instagram, actually. Yes. So wonderful. And ciao. Bye.